expound on what I've been learning, and it's been a blessing.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk about the people that God uses, and they're ordinary people like you and I. God, I'm gonna go from Matthew 10:1, where God was choosing His disciples, and it was many men there, but He only chose 12. And before God chose these men, He went into prayer. He went into the mountain overnight and prayed all night to God to help Him choose these men.
Yes.
Men with commitment, faithfulness, and wanted to be on one accord with Jesus.
Amen.
And when He came back that morning, He chose 12. And
Amen.
the word disciple means learner. And after you became a disciple, you became an apostle, which is to be sent out. God chose these men, and they were preordained to be a disciple.
Amen.
And we are chose to do certain things for God, but it's His will and His purpose for us to do these things. So when He was teaching them, they walked with Jesus on this earth for 3 years. They walked side by side with Him. They learned everything. They learned all about the miracles and the teaching and the love. But they was ordinary people. So you know how ordinary people, they hard-headed. Some of them dumb. They wasn't perfect. They was just like you and I. But they walked with God every day for 3 years. He was trying to teach them. He would send them out 2 by 2 to the people, but they wasn't ready to be sent out on their own. But God was close by. He was just trying to see what they were learning. But when it came to after the 3 years that God walked with them and was getting ready to be crucified, God let them go out on their own, and they had promised God what they weren't going to do, what they was going to do, and all of this, but it didn't work that way. God knew their heart, and He had told them before He was crucified. But after He was crucified and risen, He had to stay on this earth 45 more days to continue to teach the saints, His disciples, what He wanted for God's kingdom. So that just go to show you that we just got to stay on one accord with God and His Word. Try to get the Word within our hearts so we can do His will. And if we do that, we on point.